In this video, I'm going to go over how to set up and solve for number 4, the check for understanding number 1. The question is, how many moles of N2 are reacted to produce 10 grams of NH3? So moles of N2, that is our want, because it's asking for that. And then it says 10 grams of NH3, that is our given number, our old units. Okay, so in this question, we need to go from grams of NH3 all the way to moles of N2. We can't do that in one step, so our first step is to change from grams of NH3 into moles of NH3. Now, if you remember, to go between grams and moles, you have to use your mass. So that's going to be our first step. So let's set it up. So 10 grams NH3 goes out front, and we are going to multiply it by our molar mass. The mass that you use for this is the mass of the substance that we're currently with, NH3. I already found it. It's 17.03 grams. So that is going to go on the bottom of our first conversion so that our grams cancel out. I want to find moles of NH3, so that is going to go at the top. The number that always goes opposite of grams is 1 mole. So if we were to stop here, our answer would be moles of NH3, but that is not what we want. We want to go all the way to moles of N2. So we have to do a second conversion. We have to do our mole ratio to change from moles of NH3 to moles of N2. The reason you don't want to use mass here is because it's not talking about grams. It's talking about moles to start and to end. So, because we have moles of NH3 is what we're starting with for the second conversion, that's going to go at the bottom. And moles of N2 is at the top because that's what we want to find. So, the reason mole of NH3 goes on the bottom is so that it cancels out. Now we can put our numbers with it. So moles of NH3 comes from the side over here, but we get these numbers from our equation. So there's a 2 in front of NH3 in the equation. That's going to be the 2 at the bottom. And then N2 does not have a number, so our number is 1. Now if you go ahead and solve this in your calculator, you're going to get an answer of 0.29 moles N2. If you got this answer, double check how you put it in the computer, because you should have just put it in as 0.29. If you didn't put it in correctly, if you included the units with it, it would have marked it wrong. Okay. So that's how you go from grams of NH3 to moles of N2.